It is December 11th? Yeah, December 11th. Spring has sprung in Wisconsin. It is a beautiful 55 degrees today. No snow. And I think, well, looks like I'm going to have to cut my grass. Well, that's Wisconsin for you. Snowstorm 2 weeks ago. Beautiful, sunny barbecue weather today. This literally is spring weather. Anyways, this week's update. Let's just go down the list here. Quite a bit to cover, and I got to do it in a quicker amount of time today. Been in open dialogue with Tesla, and we have come pretty much to an agreement on my car, so more to come on that. About getting a replacement of some sort, minus an amount for the insane number of miles that I have put on my vehicle. I will also be doing a GoFundMe in hopes to raise a little bit to get some additional features such as Autopilot and be able to test some other things out. Otherwise, I might have to drop down from the 85 down to a 70 kilowatt battery, and then use the spare coinage to get the Autopilot. So I'm going to try GoFundMe, and then I'd love to bend Autopilot to my will and push it to its absolute limits in a safe manner, not in an unsafe manner like all these other people out there. So I mean, I'm going to do it safe. I'm going to let my 5-year-old drive it down the street and see what happens. I keyed. Let's see, put a video online already. Darn it. Put a video online already about the EV Annex wheel bands. Well, that was a couple weeks ago with the install video, well, almost a month ago. This past week I had a little incident at the post office where I ended up having to... Telemarketers, I hate telemarketers. Where I ended up having to curb the vehicle in effort to not run over a stupid kid on his cell phone riding his bike across the street without looking, just zipped right into traffic, and well, he would not have survived the encounter with the Tesla titanium underbody shield. Don't know if much of anything. Well, let's put it this way. If the raccoon that I ran over this past summer did not survive, and I ended up picking skull fragments out from the underside of my car, but definitely a kid on a bicycle would not have survived. I did get some comments why I ended up curbing it and not just running the kid over, mostly because I would not have been able to afford the insurance premiums after running a kid over and my insurance having to pay out to his family, even though it would have been the kid's fault, but that's not how things work anymore. Let's see. I got some thermal imagery online and an opinion video about using thermal cameras on the Model S in conjunction with Autopilot, not for the driver, but for the Autopilot system as more of an early detection of pedestrians and animals. Let's see. I have sent a request off to Elon about what I call the kit test. And if some of you are Knight Rider fans from that, and you know, I got the Hasselhoff and whatnot, you might remember a episode with Kit versus Car, and what they would call two indestructible forces. And what would happen, they were going to ram both cars head to head at speed, but car ended up driving off a cliff and destroying itself instead, so as not to destroy Kit. Well, I've sent off a request to Elon. I'm hoping to get a response back. What would happen if two Model S cars hit head on at speed? What kind of damage would we see? Because we all know that Model S is the safest car on the road, but what happens when two of the safest cars on the road hit each other? So I thought that might be something kind of interesting. A little bit of news. Apparently there might be some new UMCs, Universal Mobile Connectors, coming out that are, instead of 40 amp, they are restricted to 32 amp. I'm still working to confirm this. I've only seen a couple reports of this, and so far from Canada. Let's see. New software update or firmware update coming out to the cars. They have some upgrades with the software for the rain sensing windshield wipers, trying to make them not as flaky as they've been since day one. And feedback says it's improving. And also something to do with navigation, however that was a little fuzzy. But here is the big news on the Autopilot update. And that is, they are removing some of the Autopilot features due to so many idiots posting videos of them doing very stupid things on YouTube. Namely, at speeds above 45 miles an hour, you will not be able to activate Autopilot unless there is a center divider in the road. And that is exactly what the firmware release notes said. Also, you will no longer be able to activate Autopilot in a residential area. So that kind of covers the Tesla news for the week. A few other things that I have going up. I got to test out some high-end tire gauges. That video is coming online. I just need to hear back from the manufacturer of the tire gauges to get a little bit more information to add for the video, and that will be coming online hopefully either tonight or today's Friday. It might, once again, it might be online before or after that you see this video. But they are very heavy-duty, very accurate gauges. Mixture of brass and stainless steel. Let's see, so that will be coming online, and I will be next week's contest. Oh yeah, we did have a contest winner. I did not check yet. We tried a different method of doing contests this time around, using a site dedicated to managing contests for YouTubers. I have not had a chance to check it, but it is closed, and I got an alert saying there was a winner. We got what was that? It's kind of odd, but somehow I have more entries than I had people who watched the video, last week's update video. So I'm gonna fish around and see if these people got the link from another source or what, and that will determine if I use that site again or if I have to go back to send me an email with your name and put it all in a hat and draw a tag out. Although this was significantly easier to do this way than it was doing the name on the hat, considering I only had 26 entries, I think, for the hat, the first contest, and this time we had 800 and something entries. So we got that. I have a video up. JDB products. I've done a few videos for their products in the past. I tested a iPhone charging cable around June, and then also tested their lithium-powered car jump starter and portable power pack, which was awesome. I actually keep it in the trunk of my Model S. I've helped a number of stranded motorists jump their cars with it, and that was an awesome product. Well, this time they came to me and asked me to test out their travel charger. Basically, it is a power supply for a laptop that doubles as it has two high-powered USB ports on it as well for charging your USB charged and powered devices. And one of them also has one of the USB ports is also what's called a quick charge port, that can put out 9 or 12 volts as well, and in conjunction with certain tablets and phones out on the market, which is starting to become a growing thing coming out, can give you, just like a Tesla supercharger, 80% charge on your phone or tablet in as little as 30 minutes. And I have a life hack coming out, air freshener for your car or bathroom, using those neat little air freshener samples that you find in your department store advertisements and catalogs that they always send you in the mail. And let's see. Oh, there was a contest I entered about a month ago. It was for a photographer. It was giving away a couple prints, Tesla prints. Well, I won second prize, and I got a neat print with a black Model S, same that looks just like mine. Of course, how different are Model S's from Model S's, and it also has a nice, beautiful red Roadster in it as well, overlooking a cityscape. I have that rolled up in a tube at the moment, until I get a nice frame. It's pretty big too, so I got to find a nice big frame for it. I'm going to put that on my wall of Tesla, which is starting to get kind of full. And once they found out that it was me that won second place, they provided me a discount code that I could give to you, my viewers, if anybody would like some nice wall art, and a pretty high quality, good quality photo paper it was printed on too. And I think that concludes today's, this week's weekly update. Like I said, I'm gonna do a GoFundMe. If some of you might remember, I started a GoFundMe in May, and actually, for the 2 days that I had it online, I did really well. But I ended up canceling it and refunding everybody just due to some very rude and very mean people that just need to grow the living hell up, making threats against myself and my children. I reported one of them to the local police. Obviously they weren't local, but I reported them just in case something did happen. Never quite found out what became of that. They probably just put it on the books, and that was that until something happened. Not going into details on that, but gonna do it again. This time I say, if someone wants to try something, go ahead. I'm ready for you. I just want to keep making videos for all you guys, and given the reliability of my current car, I just can't continue to do that. So hopefully a new production car, well, they are quite a bit more reliable, more refined now that we're 2.5, 3 years after the first one's rolled off the assembly line. It's going to be hard giving up my my early production, nice low VIN number, 9,846. Whatever I get now is going to be about 120,000 cars newer than mine. Pretty good, hey? I will not be able to afford, even with the arrangements I'm making with Tesla, I still wouldn't be able to afford that Founders Edition Model X, which is just killing me. That would have been so awesome. Love to test out all that stuff for you guys and be something fresh, something new. But I mean, unless I can get $20,000 in a GoFundMe, it ain't gonna happen. And I doubt I'm gonna get $20,000 in a GoFundMe. Sorry, my parents are stopping by for a visit, so I'm just tracking my ma's iPhone so I know how long until they get here, because I got stuff I got to get done yet, including this video. 2:30. I got to pick the kids up from school in a half hour. So, well, as long as I have this beautiful weather to work outside with, and I mean, it is beautiful. I mean, if I put the little infrared heat lamp out here, I could put out a lawn chair and just take a nice long nap. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to do that today, which kind of stinks. So I figure clean up the garage a bit, put all the stuff up in the attic part. I got my old, I'm going to be selling my old 2 Hondas. I got these, bought these with my summer work money when I was 11. Yes, I always worked my ass off, so I hate to get rid of them. I had 15,000 miles on this one, my old Honda, before I even had my temp driver's license, and well, I've exceeded the odometer a few times, so I'd say roughly I'm at 34,246.4 miles on this little bugger, and still runs like a dream. I just got to put the body panels back on. And this goes up. I was hoping to save my Hondas for my boys, but considering I haven't driven them in 7-8 years, well, I haven't driven them since my Vinny was born, and he's 7.5 years old. Because I figured, Vinny's disabled, so I figured, especially given how Milwaukee drivers drive, you know, we are the drunkest city in the U.S. I couldn't risk not leaving my boys without a father, so I hung up the hat. Bad analogy. I pretty much hung up the coat. There we go. And haven't driven since, except around the block every once in a while, just to keep them running and in good condition, keep the carburetors clean. So if anybody's interested in some good old Hondas, I have a 90. It's either 93 or 96. I can't remember anymore. I'd have to look. Either 93 or 96 Honda Elite 50. I also have a 80cc bore kit for it. Different differential gearing, give you a little more speed. I also have a excellent condition Honda Spree. I am going to have to clean the carburetor on here, but other than that, that one, the Spree's all set to go, other than a carburetor cleaning, and this one's only got, surprisingly, the older one has a odometer with more digits on it. This one's only got 3,062 miles on it, and it even includes the neat little trunk that my grandfather, now great-grandpa, who's not doing too well at the moment, hand-built for me. Me and great-grandpa used to go driving all over the place when I first got my driver's license. Shoot, I mean, we went everywhere. Me and great-grandpa, he's my grandpa, it's my kid's great-grandpa. Me and him were, best buddies, just like how Gino and Vinny are my dad's best buddies. So I was hoping to hold on to these for quite a while, but considering that my Vinny will never be able to drive a licensed motor vehicle, except maybe an autonomous one, so Tesla, please, full auto driving, autonomous driving. My Vinny needs it by the time he turns 16. So he'll never be able to drive these. And my Gino, yeah, he'll drive them, but I just feel by the time he's 5 and he's 5, so by the time he gets his license, I don't know, I'm already having a hard time finding good Honda Spree parts. Actually, I got a whole parts back there. Honda Sprees used to be my specialty. I had a motorcycle and scooter shop. Now that I'm a single father of 2 kids, had to close my shop, and I work from home now, which is why I have this nice beauty here. Kid let water get in the gas tank. Oh, my parents are here, so we are going to have to cut things short for today. And I'll have more information on the GoFundMe soon. In the meantime, I'll have the link for the GoFundMe in the description box of this video. See you guys later.